What's up guys? Today we're going to teach you how to change out some belts in a Kia Sportage 2008. Let's get to it. Alright, before jacking up your car for to replace the belts, we're going to have to unscrew and take out this cover that's in front of your bumper molding. It's going to be a 12 millimeter. So yeah, we're going to go unscrew that and then we're going to start going to the side and jacking it up. Three, four. Okay, we got four. Maybe four 12 millimeter. So nuts that you gotta loosen from the bottom. All right, now we're gonna jack it up. Find the jacking points. We're gonna put this under there and the notches of the side of the thing. That's where it goes. And yeah, we're gonna take out the tire. Let's get to it. All right. Always chalk your car, so it doesn't back up and shit. Alright, so after we take out the tire, we're gonna put here for extra support in case these two jacks fell us. And yeah, now we're gonna take out these plastics, which usually have 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. So that's how it looks. And we're gonna do that to take out this plastic part. It's like a shield to get to the pulley and the belts for us to change it. These are usually 10 millimeter bolts, so you could just loosen it up, and yeah. Right now that we got our cover off, we're going to check the belt. Well, as you can see, it's cracked and frayed. This one is the alternator belt with the water pump. And then over here, this would be the AC compressor belt to the water pump. And then, I don't know if you see it up there, would be the power steering belt. I already just changed this out, the pulley and the belt for the AC. So now I'm just gonna take out this one, because look at it. It shouldn't be able to turn like a solid 90. That means it's too loose, plus it's frayed. So yeah, we're gonna take those out. But first we're gonna start by unscrewing the bolt from the alternator as well as the power steering. Alright, for the power steering, you gotta loosen this bolt. You'll see it'll slide, so it'll be loose to come. It'll be easier and looser to come out. And then for the alternator, deep down in there, you can see this bolt right there. Right here, see this bolt? I don't know if I can reach it, but you gotta loosen this bolt, and there's a side bolt here. Can't really see it, but first you gotta loosen the bottom one. That's why we opened those the flap down there. Let's get to it. All right, so the one under, I don't know if you can see it. Where is that? All right, so there, the first one right there, the alternator. For the alternator bolt, it's gonna be a 12. You're gonna have to unscrew that one, so your alternator can be free. So it's a 12, and then on the power steering, it's gonna be a 13 millimeter. I'm not gonna film that. I'm just gonna show you. I just told you, but that's pretty much what you're gonna do. You gotta loosen all those, and it'll come loose. I'll try to film it after. All right, so we got the alternator loose enough to take out the alternator belt. Yeah, we're gonna do the water pulley, and yeah. Alright, so I had a hard time taking out the power steering one because the screw was super fucking tight. I had to fucking guyver some stuff. But yeah, we got it loose finally. So we're gonna compare, as always, compare the belts. Compare it. Same size, kind of whatever. Hopefully it fits, and I figure out a way to put it back on. So let's get to it. So first off, we always gotta do the power steering belt first. We're gonna slip it through, and then we're gonna do the alternator one, and then we're gonna try to figure out how to retighten this. Let's go. Alright, so we loosened up the power steering. I got the first belt on, looking good. Now we're gonna figure out how to put the other one, water pump, to the alternator, and we should be good. Okay, so power steering is tight. We got it in. This is the bolt. This is a size 13, and there's another one that's kind of hard to reach, all the way over here. We tightened that so it can move forward, but we got the power steering belt on. Now we're gonna put the alternator belt. Okay, so we got our last belt on. Yep, we're just gonna tighten the alternator now and try it out. My fucker was super hard. So yeah, this is the bolt that goes down for it to be tightened. And yeah. Alright, so we got our power steering belt on, and we finally got our alternator belt on as well. Tightened it, and we gave it some slack, you know, it's not that great at 290, but it's pretty tight. So yeah, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start the car to see how it runs, and then from there we can figure out if it's good or not. Alright, so we finished putting in our belt. We finished putting the alternator belt. The only hard part that I had was putting the power steering belt because one of the bolts was really tight. And I don't have a mini compact drill, so I had to figure out a breaker bar, which I used out of just a pipe, you know. So now, since everything is on and we gave it some slack and we put a little, you know, love and blood, sweat, and tears into this motherfucker, we're just gonna put everything back. I don't know if you want to see that, but let's do a fast forward, and then we're gonna drop down the jacks and we'll start it up, see how it sounds. Alright, so we finished unjacking. Let's give it a start up and see how the belts act, and hopefully it doesn't squeal. On the aircon as well. And what we want to do is check out the pulleys and the belt, see if they're straight and not wobbling, you know, so we can see if it's loose or whatever. Alright, so the belts are in and they're not too loose and they're perfect. Alright, so I finished changing all the belts. What I did after was I made my wheel turn all the way left to see if there's any sound, and then all the way right to see if there's any sound or if the belt squeaks. And there wasn't any, so that's good. That's a really good sign that it's on right, not that loose and not that tight. That is perfect. I on the aircon as well to see if it's gonna start squealing, because that means also maybe your AC belt. But I just replaced that too beforehand, before this video. Power steering is looking good, and yeah, the belts are running fine. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope this video helped you on a 2008 Kia Sportage of how to change out the belts. It's a process, but you'll get there. Just keep trying and figure out solutions. Peace out. Thanks. I'm Mark. Enjoy life.